Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate the chance to speak to you. I'm going to be brief because a number of the issues have already been covered. Operation Clean Government, actually, the things I'm hearing are things that have been our agenda for a good many years, a lot of issues that this legislature has not either chosen or been able to take on that a convention could do. As an example, I used to use the lack of or the existence of the master lever as a poster child for why we need a constitutional convention. Even though that has changed, what didn't change was the fact that it took 51 years for it to get through. I would like to have some of these things happen before I die, which could be any moment. Tantamount to the ethics issue that the General Assembly is not under the purview of the Ethics Commission, the light item veto, which is true in 44 states, an independent commission for redistricting, which will take the political sting out of that process, term limits, voter initiative, which has been on our list, the magistrate selection process, which was mentioned by Phil West, voter initiative issues related to the info in the voter handbook. Two issues that I think were not mentioned but I think are important. One is that we do not have a self-enforcing constitution. Anecdotally, I think it was our Governor Kacheri who wanted to raise an issue of the Constitution and found that he did not have standing. What is that? The governor of the state does not have standing to bring this issue to the courts. So a self-enforcing constitution is a very important one. Another issue that is being prevented by current statute, as I understand it, is the ability to do consolidated or shared services among communities. In fact, they are stopped in many cases by home rule issues, and I think the convention could free up some of that kind of thing. Other issues will emerge, and I hope that this will not be a limiting process because things will come along as the convention, which we hope will indeed take place. I'm concerned about the ACLU's statements about the dangers of a constitutional convention. And I would suggest to you that the dangers are the dangers of a democracy. And yes, there are some dangers, but there's some great stuff that's come out of a democracy. And one of the things that is really important is the citizens' ability to negate anything that's proposed by the convention. So I think that is a major stopgap, and generally that's pretty much saved us. Mayor Fung reported, he said we need to have balance and faith and trust in government, and I believe that this is really the handmaiden of that. I believe that the Constitution, some of the corrections in the Constitution that would make it a more living document and one that will help us all citizens feel they are part of the process. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Margaret. Are there any questions?